Hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? Man, is it cold in your neck of the woods? Because it is cold here in Florida. I got my heated vest on. If you guys don't know about a heated vest, it's like the best thing in the universe. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about your core because everything stems from our core. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Colleen Riddle. I own Elite Physique Personal Training. I'm super passionate about helping people create simple, long-term, healthy lifestyles through fitness and nutrition and mindset and chemical-free living. So that's what I do. But I wanted to today, usually I do Tuesday's tips, but I couldn't wait for this tip and this question to you to see if you might have a weak core and that your core could maybe use some strengthening, because I have a special fun challenge starting on Wednesday. So I wanted to give you plenty of heads up to take a look at this. So I have put together, I've got my notes here so that I don't miss anything, but I've got a couple things that you can kind of just, coach yourself, do a little head to toe check and see, maybe I could use and need to focus a little bit more on my core, because everything starts there, right? Our posture, our breathing, so many of us now are sitting at our desk more than ever. All those Zooms that we're doing now, Zoom all the time, we're sitting, we're hunching, and so we really need to focus on that core strength. So I've got a couple signs. I'm going to go through 7 of them, and you can kind of diagnose yourself. All right, you ready? All right, number 1, you have to use your arms to help you get out of bed or a chair. So you could do a little test. Like if you're sitting right now in your chair, do a little test. Can you stand up without using your arms? And it's just something to interest you. You probably never think about it. You may just always grab for the chairs. But if you can start to learn, what I teach my clients is putting that mind into the muscle, so that all day you are exercising your core. Throughout the day, you're engaging your core. That not only strengthens it, but also protects your back. So that's something to do. And first thing tomorrow morning when you're laying in bed and you go to get up, do you use your arm to get up, or do you use your abs to pull you to sit up? So check that. Both signs, if you're having to use your arms, are a sign that your core could use a little bit of love and attention. All right? All right, number 2, you notice you're slouching when you're driving or sitting at your desk. Again, I mentioned, I am sitting at my desk so much more now. My personal training clients, I still train some on Zoom. And so I'm in front of my computer all day, and then I work my side business usually in the afternoon, and I'm on the computer, and I find myself leaning over, and we're always over our phone. So constantly being aware, doing that ab check. But the longer you sit, the more likely you are to slouch. So this makes it harder to breathe. I was just talking to a gal I hadn't talked to in a long time, a friend of mine, on the phone today, and we were talking about breathing and how, so often, especially if we're stressed or there's a lot going on, we're like shallow breathing all day long. Like, have you ever been and you just kind of stop and you go, and like your whole physiology changes. But when we're crouched and we're slouching, we are making it hard for our lungs to get that proper air that we need. So, and it makes the muscles in the front of the body become tight and inflexible. And it can even make you feel really tired and even depressed. So really important to not slouch. So that's a sign. If your core starts to get strength, it helps you with that good posture. And again, a lot of it is just like retraining your brain and getting that, noticing your core, putting that mind in the muscle. All right, number 3, your balance is off. So your core muscles is what helps stabilize you. Literally, your core is right in the middle of your body. It helps stabilize. So if you, especially as we get older, really important to train your balance. It's just like weightlifting. It's just like flexibility. These things you have to train, right? So balance is one of those things that you have to work on. So one of the things that you can just start to do is just start standing on one leg. Maybe you're brushing your teeth. Stand on one leg. If you haven't tried that and you haven't practiced, you're going to be wobbly. A lot of my clients are when I start working with them, are very surprised at how off their balance is. So we can change that by strengthening your core muscles for balance. So Try standing on one foot, see how you do. If you start to wobble, you want to engage your core. So I'm gonna talk more about this in the upcoming program that I have. But you think about, like, the way I describe it to my clients is like if you were gonna get sucker punched, right in the belly, sucker punch, you're gonna tighten your core, right? It's not like sucking in like you're putting on a pair of jeans. It is kind of a zipping up feeling in the bottom, but you know, like if you're gonna get punched, it's that tightening of the core. But when you tighten your core, it really helps you balance. So play around with that. You might be surprised. And of course, make sure that you are breathing when you're working on your balance, and think about grounding that foot into the ground like a tree, all right? Number 4, you feel weak. You know, you do certain movements like a throw or a kick if you're doing exercise or whatever. I mean, if you're playing a game and you feel sore real easily, maybe you pull something, you know, again, as we get older, those of you over 40, close to 50, over 50, you know what I'm talking about. Before COVID, we would play kickball. And people would go out there and they're not used to doing exercise on a regular basis, and they wouldn't warm up, and they would go for one kick and a run and pull something. But when you move with force, it fires up your core. So, especially doing side to side motions. So, if you get really tired, again, like pickleball, any pickleballers out there, all my pickleball people, really important. And of course tennis, but I'm a huge pickleball fan. Really important to strengthen your core so that when you do those lateral movements side to side, that core is strong. All right, number 5, your plank form is off. So when you're doing a plank, just like it sounds, your body should be in a straight line. Your butt shouldn't be up in the air, and it shouldn't be sagging to the ground. Your arms right underneath you. And again, I'm offering, I'm going to tell you when I'm done what I'm going to offer for free and fun. We're going to talk a lot about plank, how to do a correct plank, your form in a plank. But really, you want to try to build up 30 seconds, a minute to hold your plank. And that is like one of the best exercises. Like, the plank is amazing. Okay, number 6, do you hold your breath when you do a plank or when you're doing other exercises? This is a big one. So you want to breathe when you are exercising. This is something I really work with my clients, because I always say, you know, if we're doing a movement, let's just say it's curls, you want to exhale on the hard part, right? So it's exhaling on the way up, inhaling on the way down. Why? That activates that deep inner core, that transverse abdominals. And that's like when you go, that's that transverse abdominals. And a couple reasons why you want to breathe. First of all, if you're holding your breath, it can shoot up your blood pressure, which cannot be healthy. But you want to be able to breathe and do your exercises, all right? It helps to get the oxygen to the muscles. And anyway, so if you're holding your breath, that could be a sign of weak core. And the final one, number 7, your hip flexors get tired when you're doing an ab or core exercises, like if you're doing bird dogs or bicycles. When your core is weak, it recruits those other muscles. It's like, hey, other muscles, who's around me? Who can help me? Help a sister out because I'm struggling. So if your hip flexors start to really burn, that could be a sign that they are taking over from the core muscles that you're trying to work. So if you find that happening, you want to focus on your core, right? Remember, I talked about that mind-muscle connection. Focus on that core, tighten it. Moving more intentionally. Breathing, of course. When you get in tune with that breath, you're going to feel how your core is involved in that. So you want to pay attention to these warning signs. And so try these. I'm going to just recap real quick. Do you have to use your arms when you get out of a chair or your bed? Try that if you haven't. Try it right now, or try it when we get off. Notice if you're slouching at your desk. Number 3, your balance is off. Number 4, you feel weak or off balance when you're doing physical activities like throwing or kicking, or playing tennis or pickleball. Your plank form is off. You hold your breath when you do planks or other exercises, and your hip flexors take over and burn when you try to do your core exercises. Those are signs that your core may be weak. but I'm not gonna leave you hanging. I'm gonna help you. I'm so excited. I just put together a 5-day Stronger to the Core challenge, totally free. I'm having so much fun putting together different just valuable information for you guys, because I'm thinking, you know, I have all this info up here. Why not get it out there to you and help you become more fit and healthy? So starting Wednesday, I am going to start a 5-day Stronger to the Core. There's a whole success guide. I'll put the link below. All you do is sign up. You'll get an email with your success guide. And the whole goal of it is not any hardcore, you know, burn your abs out to the end. It's about, just like I said, it's about learning how to make the connection between your mind and your core, learning how to be observant through your core throughout the day, and then learning some basic exercises that you can start with, because you can't just like jump in and try to do some crazy thing you see on Instagram of some personal trainer doing that you want to do, right? If you haven't been exercising, you're asking for an injury. I'm going to show you the basics to build the foundation, and then you can build from there. So that's going to start Wednesday. I'm going to be giving away just fun prizes for whoever does. So each day you will get an email with that activity and that exercise. And then if you check in on our private Facebook group and tell us how you're doing, it's going to be a fun community there. And like I said, I'll be giving away random prizes for whoever's participating. It'll just be a fun way for you to do something for yourself. And really, the core is the core of everything. So look for the link below. Let me know if you have any questions. If you want my my notes on 7 signs, just shoot me a message. I will get you the PDF of that so you can have it as a resource. And if there's anything else that I can do to support your wellness, let me know. And make sure you join my private Facebook group, Wellness with Colleen. That's where we're going to be doing this challenge as well. All right. So any questions, let me know. Thanks so much for stopping by, and have an awesome day. Let me see. I see some people in here. Christine, hey girl. Oh yeah. Congratulations on getting back into working out. I'm curious. I would love to hear if you guys try some of these, like try standing up. Drop a comment in here when you do that, or you try standing on one leg. Let us know how you're doing, because you're not alone. If you do not practice balance and you do not practice getting up out of the chair without using your arms, your body doesn't know. Your body is going to always try to cheat. It's not you trying to cheat, it's your body. It just wants the easy way out. It's normal, so don't feel bad. But there's always a starting point, and there's always a way you can get better. All right, I will see you next time, and hopefully I will see you as we start the Stronger to the Core challenge. It's only 5 days, great information, great basics for you. So go to the link below and get signed up. All right, have a great night, everybody.